Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night. I'm back. Thanks for your patience with me taking a night off. Had to take a friend to an early doctor's appointment in the morning, and I came back and I took a nap, and I never woke up from it. I was like in the zombie mode. So Spirit was like, take a night off. It's better you be refreshed and battery recharged than to come on and be elsewhere. So thank you so much for your patience. Before we get started, I do want to send off love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me with that, I would appreciate that and love that. No pressure at all, of course. And if you're watching this on playback, energy is outside of space and time. So you can join all together outside of space and time and send love energy together anyway. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and just come back to this moment. Just let that love fall down from the heavens into our heart and fill us up and flow out to the world. And if you are in need of love this evening for your heart, your mind, your body, or a situation, or for someone else as well, we send love to you right now. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me with that. We also have, of course, a full moon in Gemini tomorrow, so that probably had something to do with our energy going on. And yeah, Jalen, yeah, I was recharging my batteries too, so I was right there with you. That could have been it. So if you want to check out, here's the full moon alert weekly energy updates. If you check the weekly update that I posted last Saturday, it'll tell you a little bit about what energies Gemini has and how you can do kind of a release ceremony around the different types of energies. So be sure to check that out. You usually want to do it like 8 hours before the full moon to get ready to release those items. And it's at around 9 p.m. Mountain time, my time tomorrow. So it would be, between 1 and 9 p.m. is when you'd want to do that kind of releasing ritual to make the most of the energy. So be sure to check that out. Also, since I took the night off, I released all my 1212 Odin's portal videos. So you can check that out by individual zodiac sign as well. Some great stuff in there. So be sure to check that out if you'd like to see how that happens. And I think that is it for right now. Of course, donations do get priority on any of the readings. So if you want to make sure that uh, it does get, I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm not going to do it very well. So let me do the pop out chat here first, and then we'll do that. Okay. So if you want to make sure that your reading gets done this evening, I always make sure all of of course, the donation are completed because I do honor that exchange of energy. So that is always an option because I know the list can get quite long, quite fast. I try to get through a lot in 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours. So that's it. All right. So let me just make sure here we are good to go. And let's get started. So we will start in here. And looks like first up is Rishi. I am doing very well, got a lot of rest, which is good. And you can definitely have a general reading. I want to go to these Spirit of the Animal Oracle for you, and let's see what we've got going on. All right. All right. You have the sea turtle protection. What a beautiful card. And it says, "You are master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. Persevere, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy." Gotta love that. And then the sea turtle also says that the sea turtle is the medicine for success in all ventures if we create the will to persevere. Slow but sure wins the race. Or if at first you don't succeed, try again, are just some of the turtle's mottos. Excuse me, turtles carry their protection and home with them. They teach us to be self reliant and grow a thick shell for ultimate survival. Sea turtle people love the water and will travel to the most beautiful beaches in the world. They follow their own guidance to take them to their best outcome. They do not need a lot to be happy and can teach you the art of being at home wherever you happen to be. Contentment is another word for the turtle medicine. It is the product of patience combined with the lack of worry. Turtles are not afraid to be alone. They know how to let things go, and they do not regret, have no need to impress, and never complain. Turtle asks you to acknowledge your best environment, and if you find yourself out of your element, look for better land or seascape. If turtle is your totem, you will understand the art of happy living because you know what to take with you and what to leave behind. You will live a long, contented life if you follow the guidance of your totem to go with the flow and never give up. And for things that they either question or statements to consider, if they resonate for you, the first one is, do you feel the need to draw into your shell? Number two, have you found yourself out of your best element? Number three, do you need more patience with yourself and others? And number four, if you're feeling out of your element, head for water. So I like those for you. Great messages and things to consider. So that's what they have for you, Rishi. So many blessings to you. All right. We will continue moving down the list. So the next free reading is for Valverde. You want to know, what should you expect after this full moon in Gemini? We will pull cards for you. Be sure to check out. I just, of course, just posted the full moon alerts, the weekly energy updates. So if you check that out for, like, check out your moon sign to see the emotional effects. You can check out your sun sign for your kind of world impacts, your rising sign, even for how you see the world. Whatever you feel drawn to. You can check those out too for additional messages. But all right. Well, that's a great card to pop out. You got the Wheel of Fortune coming right up after here. So you're going to be having these changes in your life that are going to feel fortunate for you. So they're going to be turning. So some great changes coming up here after this Gemini full moon. Okay, and that one too. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you got the Four of Earth, the Four of Pentacles, which does represent stability in the outside world as well, understanding your worth as it relates to the outside. And I am using the Good Tarot. They're all good, they're all great, but this one's called the Good Tarot this evening, in case. Yeah. Yeah. If we had any doubt, transformation, the death and rebirth card. So you are, something is transforming in your life for you in the greatest of way. Yeah, more stability. So you got two fours, the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands. So your energy and your outside world are stabilizing. Even that transformation number 13, 3 plus 1 is 4. So I feel like whatever this change is just things are balancing out and stabilizing for you. Yeah. And you have the eight of air. So the eight of air is understanding your thoughts, your mindsets, your beliefs, your expectations that have been limiting you in the past, and you're understanding which one of those have been making you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And so you're releasing those. And part of that is what helps this change that comes in here, the stabilization, because you're realizing some of these fears that you have are unfounded. And so you're really looking into, why am I feeling this way? And what are you releasing is allowing things. It's almost like I'm seeing like the wheel. They're showing me like one of those little water mills where the water comes and it turns the watermill, but there's like ropes that are keeping it from turning, and you're chopping those, and then it starts to turn and things start to flow in your life. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, Valverde. So many blessings for you. All right. Keep on moving down the list. So, Jazz, you're the next free reading up, and you want to know JM's current energy and feelings towards you. All right, let's take a look here. What is JM thinking about you at the moment, right? All right, let's take a look here and see what we got going on here. Well, you do have the Page of Fire, which is the Page of Wands. So there's like this heightened passion, drive, ambition, energy that's coming in. So there is energy coming around their thoughts about you, and feelings, because that means there's some like passion ignited. But it's a lot of thinking because they've got the Six of Air, the Six of Swords, which is swords are their thoughts, their beliefs, their mindsets, etc. And this is their thoughts are changing from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. And the Page of Air is about new thoughts, new communication. So I really feel with this that you're going to be having some new communication come up here about some changes of their mind and changing of their approaches and expectations. That passion feels like they're putting a little bit of fire behind it, which they also have the Emperor, which is very much Aries energy and fire, them taking control and command of their lives. And so I feel like they're going to be communicating with you very soon here about some changes around their approach to how they feel about you and what they want to do. Let me see if they'll give us anything else on that. I know it's kind of vague. Something. They're going to say something. Who knows what it's going to be? Well, we know who knows, but are they going to tell us? That's the thing. All right. What is this here? Okay. Well, so we asked for it. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry. But this is the Tower, which means things are going to be moved out of your life for you to make room for things that are more in alignment with where you're headed. So any blocks in your life, they're going to be starting to move out of the way. Things that are taking space, that spirit wants that space for something else. There's going to be some sorting out of things. So just know that if this happens to be them deciding that they're going other directions and they just want to let you know that it's okay. I know it might feel like bleh, but just know that it's happening for you because, um, whenever the Tower card comes up, whatever is moved in and out of our lives is always for our highest experience. We may not see it in the beginning and go, "Oh, don't destroy my little condemned shack." And they're like, "But we're going to put in a giant castle for you." Oh, well, then go ahead, And that's kind of what I feel will happen is whatever's being moved out of your path is being so that you can have some wonderful things that come in. So that's what they have for you, Jazz. But hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. Oops. Let me just move this. It keeps on activating stuff. There we go. All right. So, double, triple, quadruple X, you are up next. And you want to know, how can you protect yourself as an empath? Absolutely. Let's see what Spirit has to say. See if they have any cards for that. If not, they will. Okay. Yep. Okay. Patience. Patience. I like that. Patience and balance. And you have the five of water, which there's emotions right there. And there's the balancing those emotions of all fear with, realizing that there's always a choice in each moment about your emotions. So I love the 4 plus 1 is a 5, and then you get the 5 of water. So uh, two things that you can know. I like how they have a shell around them here, and that represents having putting up this protection around you, whatever it may be. Some examples: you can do a giant jello a jello mold around you where there's this jello shield where emotions come, but they get stuck in there. And you imagine this, and you take a deep breath and you just start developing it, going, okay, these emotions get stuck in this, gelatin field. I can still see them. I still can, um, you know, uh, what is it? When you identify and acknowledge is the word. Thank you. You can acknowledge that they're there. You can send love to people because you sense their emotions, but you don't take them on to you. Could also look at, like, you're an air traffic controller and there's this radar, and you see everyone's emotions on the radar, and you can tap on one, then expand it to understand their emotions, but not take them on as your own. It's a way of you energetically have it out here where you see the emotions, but you're not taking them in here. So you're seeing them there, or you have this bubble around you. With an empath, sometimes we feel like it's a curse, right? All the empaths in the room. Yes, it feels like a curse in the beginning. That's just a small piece of your gift. The powerful side of your gift is that you are able to put out emotion to others. And if you look at it like you have this giant hose of emotion that's constantly flowing, um, if you don't send out unconditional love there, then it stops, and emotion of others can come in through that hose, the pipe, where you feel like you're taking on their emotions, but you're just feeling them. But if you instead just focus on sending out unconditional love, then nothing, like a fire hose that has so much pressure coming out, nothing can go inside. And so, in those moments when you start to feel overwhelmed, if you take a deep breath and just imagine, doing the shield, doing everything else, but also just sending out pulses of love, it keeps everything else away. They're showing me, I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, but when he was at the lake protecting, I guess it was his uncle. I forget the all the names right now, but when those things that would suck out emotion out of you, you suck all your good thoughts away. When he did the big, giant flood of light that pushed them all away, that's what you can imagine doing when sending out love out to you, and it just pushes everything away. So, um, protecting yourself from emotion is just realizing that their emotions can't hurt you. It's just, feeling people's emotions come into you is the biggest thing, and balancing out that. So the more you turn up unconditional love and gratitude and have that energy that's doing that, then you don't attract it either. Because when you're focusing on fear and focusing on what you don't want in your life, you're magnetizing yourself for those fearful emotions. But when you're focusing on gratitude and what you do want in your life, and with focusing and raising your vibration to that of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, that like repels it away. Like when you turn magnets opposite, it's boom, it can't come near it. That's what happens with that difference there. So hopefully that helps. Therefore, you double, triple, quadruple X. But that's what they have for you right now. Let me know if you have any questions too. You can hit me up on Instagram, or even my email is down in my description box of the video. And if you have any other additional questions, I'd be happy to help you with that. Or you can ask them here for everyone else's benefit too. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. So, Lilia, you are up next. And you said, should you try to go into teaching, or will you get a job in something that you feel more comfortable in? Oh, no. You don't feel comfortable teaching. Let's take a look here and see what is for your highest experience and for that of the world, you know. All right, let's see what they have here. Okay. Yeah, you've got the first two cards are the love card and the four of air, the four of swords. Four of swords is peace of mind and love. And what I really feel like this is, you know, sharing the love in your heart with the world in your own unique way. That's our true dream, right? And if teaching isn't that, like if you feel like you expressing the love inside of you isn't teaching, then what is it? Find what it is. Just make sure, Spirit is saying, that you have the Eight of Air, which is the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, which these are all swords. These ones represent the small t truths. The truths, the expectations, the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets that make you feel trapped and blinded and bound, and also exhausted trying to live up to all the expectations of the outside world. The peace of mind, I like that you have the Four of Air, because it's like they're saying that when you do what you love and what you have your passions, then you cut away all the expectations of the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, worrying about living up to what everyone else wants, because you're doing what you love. Let's say it's a teacher. Let's say you have like this desire. I just want to be a teacher, but I'm so scared that I'm going to fail. I'm scared that I'm going to, the students aren't going to like me, that, I'm not going to do well, and then I'm going to end up getting fired and won't be able to work anywhere, and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, right? And I understand that. I mean, my school years where I was bullied, I was like scared to go to school. And so I can't imagine, um, now I can imagine teaching students, because with my fears gone now, I would, if I was going to be a teacher, I would just be loving it so much, because I would be living my passion, and I would go in and I'd have such passion and energy that's just flowing with love, that the students couldn't help but go like, "We love that teacher." We can just your energy would fill the room. And that would be with whatever you do that makes your heart sing. You have the three of fire here, the three of wands, which is all about getting to the core of what you really want. How do you uniquely want to share your love with the world? Getting rid of all these thoughts and expectations of what everyone has told you supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be. What do you want to do? Because whatever you do and you put your heart into it, it's not going to be job, it's not going to be work, it's going to be living your dream and getting paid for it. And if it's not something that's going to be millions of dollars, and you're like, I don't care, I want to live my dream, I don't want to wake up going, God, I got to go live my dream today. And you're existing, you want to live. And I feel like when you get to the bottom of that, then you do make the adjustment and the change of course, and you follow that with your heart and with your passion instead. So that's what they have for you, and you know what that is. So if teaching is your passion, and you're like, that's what I want to do, I want to help kids, but I'm scared, then you know, look at your fears. Why are you fearing it? And get to the core of it and go, oh yeah. And then how true is it that that fear, because fear is like, you know, uh, just it's false evidence appearing real. You know, it's not true, and it's just dark when it's in our shadows. Everything seems real until you talk about it and you bring it up, and they're like, "Really? Do you think if you really poured yourself and your heart into doing your job, one, you wouldn't care what people said or think, but also it shows." It's like with it's like teaching a pack of dogs. If you show fear, they'll attack, but if you show love, their tails will wag. So that's what they have for you, Lilia. But just follow your heart and you won't go wrong. So many blessings to you. That's funny. I want to be an animal trainer. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. So the next free reading will be Starry Sky. You want to know, will you be in a romantic relationship with SH next year? All right, let's take a look here and find out what they have to say. Wow, a lot of emotion happening here. So we've got the Nine of Water, which is the wish fulfillment card. And you have the Seven of Water. So all this emotion, Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. Seven of Cups is about emotional confusion, and Six of Cups is like nostalgia and looking back over the past, or someone from your past coming in too. So I feel like you got the six, seven, and the nine here. And what's interesting, the card that's missing in the middle is the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from emotions that no longer serve you. So is it perhaps there's someone of your past you still have feelings for? Is that a possibility? Let me take a look here. We do have the transformation card, which is a death and a rebirth, not a physical death in this case. You got the Justice card and the Two of Earth, which the Two of Earth, the Two of Pentacles, is about balancing out in the outside world, and the Justice is also about balancing. You can see the scales right here. So there's this balancing out of the outside world here. In the Ace of Pentacles and Lovers. So what I'm seeing with this, that Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups is very conspicuous right here because with that Six of Water, I really felt like a strong thing about someone from your past. And that Eight of Water being missing is about you not want, because the Eight of Water is normally walking away from emotions that no longer serve you and heading toward wish fulfillment. And I feel like that you're not walking away from the old emotions. And I feel like there's something that comes in here between you and SH, where there's an ending and a new beginning, where I don't feel you end up with them. I feel like after things balance out after that, that you do have this person that comes back from your past. New Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles is new opportunities coming up in the outside world regarding love, because these came out together as well as those came out together. So that's what I feel with these cards here, Starry Sky, is that you don't end up in a romantic relationship with SH. I feel like there's an old acquaintance. It's not necessarily like an ex comes back. You're like, oh God, no, not them. It's like someone you've known in your past comes back across your path. And that opens up these new opportunities for love. And that sometimes can be a good friend you had that you never shared feelings with, and suddenly they do. Or of course, it can be someone that you dated before and that you wanted to be back together, and or someone moved away and moves back, or someone was in a relationship and you were too, and then now you both aren't. Things like that. But I don't feel with SH with that transformation, that death and the rebirth on there. So that's exciting though. One's like, who's this going to be? Right, Starry Sky. That's what they have for you. So many blessings for you. All right. You are welcome, Lilia. All right. So let's keep on going down here. I know, Starry Sky. No. All right. So, Aurora, you will be the next free reading up here. So, what is coming next in your life? Love, job, new house, whatever. What would you like to know? What would Spirit like you to know about what's new coming into your life here? Anything else? I guess so. Oh, I guess so. Ooh, okay. Let's see what we got going on. All right. Well, you have the Page of Air coming in here, which is the Page of Wands, which is new fire, new passion, um, new drive, and new ambition coming in too. So there is some very exciting energy headed your way here. And looks like here you do have some decisions coming up with the Two of Air. And you have the Emperor, which is about you stepping up and you deciding. So whatever has been kind of in this um, limbo, like you've been in this fork in this road, and now is the time that you're making this decision, because something changes that puts some fire under your butt to actually make the decision. And you have the Emperor here, which is you taking control, and the the Two of Air, the Two of Swords in this case for you, is about you making a decision and going. And I like it. They're saying here that the best thing for you that will bring you the Queen of Earth, the new birth, the renewal, the abundance that will come with it, is the Three of Pentacles, which is the be the authentic you card. And so they really are saying that it's important for you not to be drawn off in directions because you fear punishment or you fear losing praise. It's like it's time for you to make these decisions truly authentically with what you want to do, because it's time to stop just existing. It's time to start living. What have you been waiting for? To die, to live your dream? It's like, yeah, what am I fearing? What is so scary that I can't make the decision and move in this forward in this direction? And so I feel like whatever this is, and you'll know what this is because you'll know it's been in limbo and you've been, yeah, I've been, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. It's like, all right, something really gets into you. And like I said, it just lights a little fire under your bouquet, and you're just like ready to make a decision and take control and go because you're just tired of waiting around. And you have the Messenger of Air too, which is the Knight of Swords. Hello, it's the Knight of Air. It's the Knight of Swords, which is about movement of thought and belief, but it's also about new communication coming in. And I really feel like that is what is coming in. That is what triggers you, I see now, because with this new communication that comes in, it just triggers you. It just gets you riled up enough that you're just like, I'm doing it and I'm not turning back. And so I like that for you. So, whatever the area of this life that this is for, you have total support in them going, yes, make that decision, go for it, take control, be the emperor of your life. Don't wait for other people to make decisions. And I feel you've been waiting around, and they're like, no more, you're just tired of it. It's like someone said they'd be thinking about something and whatever, and you're like, okay, and you're like, well, have you thought about it? Oh, no, I haven't had time. And you're like, you know what, don't worry about it, I'm just going to decide and do what I want to do. Ooh, I like it. Power. So I like that for you, Aurora. So many blessings for you. All right. Keep on going down the list. All right. And self love, you are the next free reading. Take a drink here. Everybody ready for the Gemini full moon tomorrow? All right. So, self love. What gifts have you received from your ancestors? You know, I happen to just have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle here. Let's see what they want to tell you. So let's take a look here. So, for self love, what gifts would you like them to know that you've passed it down to them? All right. Wow, Stargazer. Beautiful, beautiful card there. And it says, set your sights higher. Well, I feel like they're saying, oh, please, you're going to surpass us by all. Set your sights higher than us. So they're being a little uh, funny. Says, go beyond your limitations and believe that the impossible is possible. Do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish would come true? The stargazer connects with the energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. His cloak, with its sparkles and light, shows that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. You don't have to go out looking for it, it's already there. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, visions, and goals. Because with the power and help of the cosmos and your ancestors, those wishes can come true. You're on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you're being guided to focus on your vision. Your ancestors who are with you are encouraging you. There's nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There's an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or a pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessings. Angels and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible and infinite spark of the universe, and the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. And I really feel that's very much the magician energy, which is they want to let you know that, you know, a gift that you have received from your ancestors is like this major manifester. But in order to bring in what you point your wand at, you have to, your energy of worthiness has to match it. And so they're having you, they really want you to focus in on the support that you get from your ancestors, that you can call upon your ancestors and really get to know them and feel the power and the worthiness of receiving. And you're able to raise your vibration because that magician always has all four suits within them in front of the table on them, which means they have everything within them they need to draw in the wishes of their heart from the world. It's just a matter of raising your worth to that, and your ancestors are telling you you are worthy, you're more than worthy, and you have so much to offer the world. So definitely that's what they want you to work on, just upping that worth vibration so that you can draw in these beautiful abilities that you have of manifesting. So I like it for you, self-love. So that's what your ancestors have for you at this moment in time. So I like it. You're welcome, Aurora. Right. Many blessings to you, self love. Jessica Sample, you are the next one that is up for your free reading. And I'm not sure if you got my email since you were one of the winners of the Hedge of Peace. I replied back to you, but I just didn't I didn't see a response. If you sent one, let me know because you know how emails are. All right. So what's good things coming to you in 2023? Let's see what spirit has for you. 20. Ooh, okay, that one too. What else? All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So you do have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. So next year is about a huge time of balancing your heart and your mind and really doing away with a lot of the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are no longer serving you. And you're definitely having help from your shadow here, which is the temptation card. And so the shadow is coming in next year and just shaking your cage in some ways, which is allowing you to see some restrictions that you have in your life that are keeping you held back, but you're able to release those. And I love that you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is basically telling that it takes time for things to move from the inside out. You know, it's the slowest moving knight out of them all, but it also tells us that we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So as you make these changes and release these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets, it allows things to flow in the outside world. So I really like that. And it's like, well, what is this about? Well, let me do it this way. So you have the Eight of Water, which is leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you, right? Which allows you, you know, you're going to leave this behind and what you think is a treasure, it's like, no, it's no longer, you know, this is the Eight of Cups. You're headed off into wish fulfillment. So you're able to start this end old cycles and head off in a new direction regarding ta-da, love. So you do have love come in next year for you as you release those thoughts and those beliefs and those mindsets, those expectations that are limiting. And that's what is going on with this rattling of this cage. It's setting you free so that you can leave behind these old emotions and start this new adventure into love, unlike anything you ever had before, because you're not doing what you've always did and getting what you always got. You're doing new things because you're releasing things and you're able to move in a new direction instead. So I do like that for you. So that's the little peek that I'm sure there's going to be more, but they're like, we don't want to tell you everything all at once. So here's a little morsel. Have that little piece of chocolate and see what that brings up for you. What do you feel is limiting you? And you can start looking at it now because we're close enough that you can start working on understanding what of your thoughts and beliefs around relationships do you feel are limiting you. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you, Jessica. You have a great night. All right. So, lucky stars, thank you for your donation. So, we'll jump to you first. And then, hey, Christy, thank you also for your donation. So, you'll be up after lucky stars. So, lucky stars, is someone astral projecting to you? Uh-oh. Yes, absolutely. Good evening to you as well. I had a great day. I took off last night, got some rest, and then I recorded like a crazy man all day today. So I am back in the flow. So, is someone astral projecting to you? Let's take a look here. All right. So my nose is itching. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah, very clear here. It actually is your support team. You're having angels and spirit guides visit you. You got the calling card, which is great. You know, this is your higher self calling you to this higher place. And here's the strength card. your higher self coming down and giving your human self some support. And so it is your spiritual posse that they're coming in, and the veil around a full moon, of course, is also um, well, I wouldn't say thinner. It's just the energy is so extreme that it's like the lights are brighter. So I don't know why they're showing me a bar at 2 a.m. when in the United States, last call for alcohol, and then they turn on the bright lights and everyone's all, ah, you get to see me for who I am. But they're all these lights to turn on and it's brighter during a full moon. And they're just really communicating with you and really connecting with you. And they are the six of air, the six of swords is movement of thought and beliefs and mindsets. So there's this movement that's happening in regards to your thoughts and your beliefs. And they like hitting you up when your brain is a little turned off because it's very um analytical, I feel, is what they're saying. And so they're like, we can do the most clear communication because the talker is asleep, the interrupter is asleep because those minds, right? It's like, well, while they're distracted, we can really talk to you and we can get a lot of communication in before the brain starts talking again. And so they are doing a lot of reflecting in your dreams and in astral, coming in your dreams, and um, when you're doing meditation and stuff, around your feelings of wholeness and completeness in the outside world. The nine of earth is you finding your wholeness and completeness by yourself, independent of the outside world. And usually, I don't have one in here. Usually, there's a feathered animal of some sort in the nine of pentacles, which represents spirit as well. So they're like, yeah, we're all here all around you. So it definitely is your support team are the ones that are in there, and that's what they're conversing with your spirit and your being about. Kind of want to draw a enchanted map oracle real quick for you as well. Hey, Colleen, welcome. A wizard is never late. They always arrive right on time. All right. So, lucky stars, you've got commitment. Card number 36. So, let's see what they have to say. It says a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, the mind, the body, and the soul. And this is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. And at the very least, there's a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. So remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Can you believe that? So that's them saying, yep, it's all about committing to us, having this commitment of this interaction between us, and it'll help you also connect with the higher self of other individual or individuals. So I like that for you, Lucky Star. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings. And again, thank you so much for the donation. All right, Christy, you are up. And what does your spirit guides have to say? All right. Actually, you are welcome. And I do have Angels and Ancestors Oracle. So let's see what they want to tell you. So let's take a look. All right. So you've got the Druid, which says hold space. I like it. Let's see what the Druid has to say here. Says hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles. And they had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. And when this druid card appears, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. So slow your roll. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. So I like that. They're telling you to slow your roll, Christy. Let's take a look here. Let's see what else they have for you. Be still and trust. So let's see. What else about this being still? What to do? What to know? Okay. That one. What else? Right. Let's see what we have here. My goodness. All right. I laugh because you got the patience card coming out too. So evidently there is a just pause. It's all going to unfold. You have the Queen of Air, so balancing thought and mind, or thought, heart and mind, because she rolls over all the thoughts and mind. And then also all the queens are given water, which is emotions. So it's the balancing in. And you also have the King of Cups, he rolls over water, but all the kings are given air. So this is balancing of heart and mind. So you've got two cards of balancing mind with emotion and balancing emotion with mind. So in the patience card about temperance and balance coming in here too. So it's a time to just take a deep breath, take a step back, and I feel like you're recharging. And because you have the seven of fire here, the seven of wands, which you are on this higher place, and other people down below, if people are pressuring you and you know giving you a hard time, it's because they feel low about themselves. It's not about you, it's about them. They are the ones that are feeling low self-esteem and low worth, and they see you as someone higher than them, so they're trying to bring you down to where they feel they're at. And they might be saying things like, come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us, how dare you be happy. But you have the messenger of fire, which is the knight of wands, the most fast and um, passionate of uh, all the knights, which is about fast movement and searching, um, questing, after the Ace of Wands, which is getting your power back. So that's why I feel like it's a time for charging as well. And then wait, yeah, and you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about one, it's about finding a new level of your worth in relation to the outside world, but it's about new opportunities coming up soon too. So they're kind of saying just take a deep breath, step back, recharge. Don't feel you need to defend. You're stepping into this awareness more about your power and standing independently, which will allow you to move forward here in the near future into a new opportunity that's coming up. But it's all because of this new oomph that you're getting in the inside, this new power of just being able to stand without feeling the need to defend. And even though people are upset, you're just like, okay, it's not about me. Um, so I like that for you, Christy. You see anything else? Get one more card. Yeah, Empress, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. It is a time to nurture yourself, to prepare for a new birth. So it's like being pregnant, is what Spirit's saying. What I know, but Spirit is saying, it's taking care of yourself. It takes a lot more energy for this new birth that's coming, and so it's like you rest. You're taking your prenatal vitamins. You're doing the things to rest and to regenerate, napping, whatever you need to do to make sure that you are in a good place and that you are um, nurturing yourself. So that's what your guides and ancestors have for you right now. So take care of you. All right, Christy, that's what they have. Thank you so much for your donation and many blessings to you. All right. So we are moving back up into the free readings, and we left off with VD Jalan. So you will be up next. And you want to know, does 2023 look like you? Okay. Ooh. I like it. All right, so let's take a look here, BD, and see what they have to say about your 2023. Okay. What else? Yeah. Yeah. I knew because you have the tower, which means there's going to be some changes that come in to your life, and they're good. These are things are obstacles are being removed out of your life to open up new opportunities to go in a direction for you, and because you have the decision making card here with the two of swords is what this normally is, and you have the wish fulfillment card. So there's this opportunity with this removing some obstacles so that you can make decisions that are more in alignment with your wish fulfillment that's coming in. So these are very positive altogether there. You do have the King of Cups, so King of Water, which is the ruler over emotions, and they also have air that are given to all the kings. And so this is balancing of heart and mind. So you are able to um, really pursue your heart's desire, and your mind is helping you with all this information, all this um, education that you've received around fashion designing. You're able to apply that and head towards what your true wish fulfillment is. And you got the Queen of Fire, very powerful. She's able to really super focus her energy and get things done. But she also has a very acute um, intuition and gut instinct. And so trust your heart. Really, I mean, with all of this, it feels like you're going to have a lot of Of course, education that people are telling you how things are supposed to be done. Now it's done. And well, this is how you are successful in the fashion world. But you're like, yeah, but I want to do this with fashion. And this is all saying, follow your heart. You have the power, you have the connection to the spirit world. Trust your instincts, trust the talent, trust your creativity, connect to the higher world. They're the beautiful creators of everything that we see around us and all the beautiful universe. So they are the ones that can really help you too. Connect with them, but live your dream and move forward, because these changes that come with that tower card are to clear the path so that you could head in the direction that's in alignment with your dreams, not the same old that everyone goes down with fashion design. You are meant to do something unique and special with it. So follow your heart is what I hear. So that's what they have for you, BD. So many blessings to you. Can't wait to see what you do with it all. All right. You are very welcome, Christy. All right, many blessings. Shruti, you are up next. Need like a general reading. Let's take a look here. Ooh, I do want to go to the Spirit of the Animals Oracle for you, and let's see what message they have for you. All right. You got the moose with wisdom. Beautiful creatures. I've seen these in person. They are very big. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. I like it. So the moose is a powerful totem. It is a unique energy with many contradictions, awkward yet graceful, and plain but beautiful. Moose are masters of wisdom and perception, and in spite of their large size, they are swift and they're confident and they're fearless. Moose people always have a strong presence. Their totem stands 7 feet tall with a crown of antlers almost as wide. Their antlers are said to act as antenna to the secrets and teachings from the wise ones. If moose is your totem, you are a mystic and you sit in the council of the ancestors. You are smart and outstanding in your field. You are intuitive, and from an early age, you have experienced connections to spirit that have eluded others. You are a strong survivor. Moose lives a long life, and your lofty heights are not for the many, but for the few. With moose as totem, you are sure to travel the long, winding path to your destiny, wisdom, and mastery. And four things to consider if they resonate with you. Number one, have you wandered into negative territory? Head for the higher ground. Two, have you ignored your intuition and been led down a wrong path? Number three, do not worry. You are a strong individual that can handle anything. And number four, when in a struggle, take the higher ground. I like it. So, some great information there for you, Shruti, and that's what they have for you. So, um, really connect to that moose energy. It's powerful. All right. They're as big as you are. Head and lanterns. Oh, wow. You are 5'3". Yeah, I'm like 6'4". And when I was up in living in northern Idaho, where most of my family lives, my brother lives out kind of in the country-ish, and they had a mama and twin baby mooses. And even the baby mooses were like almost as tall as me. Just, long, long, long legs. They're so adorable. They are beautiful. And Ron, I'm not sure if you, I haven't had a chance to look at all my comments yet, but I did give you an angel message last night. So I did reply to one of your comments. If you did not see that, go check it out. All right. So let's take a look here at a love message for you here. Whoa. What else? All right. So you do have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords for a love message, which does have to do with balancing your heart and your mind. And she has usually the Ace of Swords, which allows her to connect to higher truths that are rooted in unconditional love. And that allows her to slice away the small t truths, these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets that are connected to the fear of losing conditional love. All these things that we're given as we're growing up about who we're supposed to be, who we're not, what a relationship is supposed to be, what the other person is supposed to be, all these rules, right? And it's this cutting away, this freeing of yourself from these rules and these mindsets. And that, with us all, we have so many that it makes life have to be lived in such a tight little small space. It's freeing as it cuts things away, it opens up more. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So lover's card, the love, and you have this beautiful Four of Wands, which is usually wedding and celebration and love. So this is about changing your expectations around commitment and wedding and that, and around love, and it allows these things to come in for you because when when these are out here and we have this here, we don't get to experience because it's not in here, it's out here. And so as you're cutting away these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets, it does open up things. Yeah. Patience, I know. Oh gosh. But it's all right. Things are on hold. We're on love and it's going slow. It's on what is that called? Frame by frame, right? It's like taking time to go through because they're just having you work on your Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is about spilt, the three cups are spilt, which is the outside world, our emotions the disappointment we feel, and those outside things not living up to what they were supposed to by those rules, or that I feel like I disappointed people because I didn't live up to things. It's all those spill emotions, which we do come down here to experience. So there's no judgment in us at all. Um, in experiencing that, because it's like going feeling guilty for riding a roller coaster when you go to an amusement park. It's why we came here to ride the rides. But there is this change that happens because we also came to the amusement park to go sit in the Zen garden for a little bit and be at peace and understand that I can take a break at any time. I don't have to keep getting back in line of the same roller coaster and riding it and getting back in and getting back in. I can go and get some popcorn, some cotton candy, some ice cream, corn dog, whatever, and then sit and watch everyone else for a little bit and reflect on what rides I've ridden, what have I learned, and that type of thing. But it is this reflection, feel the emotions, but then the Two of Cups that are behind the person that are looking and mourning over the Three of Cups. One is our power of choice, knowing every second we get to choose what emotion we want to feel, either of unconditional love or of the fears of losing conditional love. Neither are right, neither are wrong. They're just different. And one constricts, one expands. One feels very uncomfortable with those fear emotions. One feels like we're at home with unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter. We come here to experience this. And when we realize there's another choice, then we don't feel trapped by it. We feel released, where at any moment I can choose that if I want, but I can enjoy those emotions because I know I can choose differently a second later if I want. I don't feel trapped. And so I feel like with this, that's what the temperance is about, is balancing, around love. And so this pausing is looking inward, cutting away more thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about love and relationship and all those roles that we have created around it out of praise and out of punishment, out of fear. So that is what they have right now for you, Rhonda. So many blessings to you. All right. Very good. All right. So many blessings to you, Rhonda. We'll move on down the list. All right. So, Anjali Sharma, you are the next free reading. Let's see what we got going on. So, guidance for your current situation. All right. So that's what we got here. So you got the Two of Earth, the Two of Pentacles. So there's some balancing that they're wanting to bring in here. And you do have the Full card, which is an ending of an old cycle and the beginning of some new things coming in here. And we'll take a look here. You've got two more sets of two cards. We'll see what this is about here. But there definitely is this out of balancingness that's coming that can be brought into balance. They're definitely saying that it's time to let the old cycle of imbalanced around this situation go and have a new one. Yeah. So you have the Nine of Air. Oops. See if I can get there. We go. So we have the Nine of Air, which is the Nine of Swords. Insomnia, um, nightmare card, a lot on your mind, trying to live up to a lot of expectations, and you're losing sleep, losing peace over it, thinking about it before you go to bed, dreaming about it, not being able to go to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night thinking about it, waking up first thing in the morning thinking about it. It's like it's taking so much of your mind space about it. And there's like it's time to you're almost to the point of exhaustion of letting go of the expectations and the supposed to and the should and the need to and the have to and the must and the blah 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 blah. That's where all the pressure is. It's not the situation that is causing this, it's your thoughts about the situation that are causing it. But it's time for you to take your Ace of Wands, this Ace of Fire, which is take your power back. You're investing energy in all this stuff. So much of it I feel is outside of your control. And it's like just so much energy's been being sent into a black hole that it's not doing anything. What was it? They said something like worrying is like chewing gum for the mind. It keeps it busy, but it's of no nutritional value. So it's like it's time to it's time to stop. Yeah, because you had the Full card, which was endings and new beginnings. You've got the Death card, which is death and rebirth, transformation. So the ending and new beginning. You have the Wheel of Fortune, number 10, endings and new beginnings. And so as you release the energy around it, um, really putting into perspective the things that are within your control and the things that are not within your control, the things in the bucket of it not within your control, you stop investing energy in because you can't do that. Other people's emotions, other people's choices, pretty much anything outside of you goes in that bucket. You are the only one that can control your thoughts and what stories you apply to a situation and what emotions you choose as you go through things. You can invest all the energy into that because that's the only thing that's going to be profitable for you. And then it does change your situation and it moves it into something that feels fortunate for you because you're not investing all that energy and feeling out of control when you're like, well, yeah, I'm not in control of that. It's like I need to control the orbit of the moon. It's like, good luck, you're wasting your energy unless you're a super powerful psychic with super energy that can control huge things. And we're like, okay, I'm not. Well, then you can't control it. So you let it go. I'm not going to invest energy in trying to control the moon. I'm going to let the universe take care of that. So you hand out everything in that bucket of I can't control, you just hand over to the universe and you focus on what you can control. So that's what they have for you, Anjali. So many blessings to you. All right. Keep on going down the list here. Yes, absolutely, Rhonda. I agree. Can't wait. All right. So, high vibration, you are next up for the next free reading. And you like a general reading. Let's take a look here. Actually, they were like, whoop, over here, Enchanted Map Oracle is what they have for you. So, what would you like? High vibration. Okay. You've got the Gentle Gardener, card number 2. Let's see what we got going in here for you. So be your own person, be a conscious co creator. So the gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs create the reality that you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. So stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. These also come with a reversed meaning, and I'm going to read that as well in case it resonates. It says, do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something, but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, your plant weeds in the field of your dreams. When the gentle gardener appears, she reminds you to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. I like it. So that is what they have for you, high vibration. So many blessings to you. All right. Continue moving down the list. Hey, Deb, love and light. All right. So, Kritika, you are up next. Need like a general reading. And they actually also want you to have a card here from the Enchanted Map. So let's take a look here. All right. You've got details, details. Card 43. And let's see what message comes in here for you. The most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. Pay attention. This is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. And when this card appears, it's a sign to finesse a project. Make small but meaningful gestures. or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. So pay attention. And the reversal of meaning of this, in case it resonates, it says, heed the gentle warning that perfectionism will not lead you to what you desire, but instead will steer you away from it. Nothing will be good enough when you become obsessed with being perfect. No one can ever measure up to your scrutiny, and nothing that you can ever do will get rid of the general feeling of not being up to par. You're perfect already, just as you are. The details card challenges you to accept things as they are in all their imperfections, to step into the world and engage it without any expectations. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. I like it. So that's what message they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Deidre, thank you so much for your donation. And let me take a look here. I don't see a question here. If you have a question, I will pull cards for you right now. Let me just make sure I didn't miss it here. There you go. Thank you. So, absolutely. So, Deidre, again, thank you so much for your donation. I really honor your energy exchange and a general card. Absolutely. And I really feel like the angels and ancestors oracle that they want to speak with you. So maybe we'll pull that. I love the little sticker. Too funny. All right. So what do we have for Deidre, please? All right. Wow. I like this. So you have the trader, not like a trader, like you're a trader. It's a trader, someone who trades things. Exchange energy to create abundance. Wow. Yeah, just like you just did. So thank you for trading your energy. Let me just find that real quick here. So it says make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The trader brings the lesson and energy of exchange. And when he appears, he could represent an opportunity to exchange talents, whatever they may be, in order to expand, or be about the exchange of energies that come from the universe, or both. For example, if you are a creative person or consider yourself creative, when you share your talents, you are giving them. And when you do so, the universe will give you more in order for you to share more. It's all a beautiful cycle. The trader also reminds you to be open and honest and act with integrity in your exchanges, because doing something to get something will only lead to challenges. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So, if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. Wow. So definitely, that's what you were doing just now, sharing your energy, this energy exchange of finances for, a reading. But I feel like it's so much more for you too. I'm gonna pull some tarot here. See what else they want to say here. So what else? You are very welcome, and thank you so much. Let's see what else. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because two cards that popped up that show you have two other cards that fell over, but these two showed themselves first, which is all about new birth, mother nature, mother nurture. So again, abundance, sharing, a new birth, a new thing, new harvest, newness coming. And you have the wheel of fortune too, which is the endings and new beginnings, things that are unfolding that are taking you into this place of where you feel more fortunate in an area of your life. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah. The Queen of Fire too. So very powerful. She's able to really wield the Ace of Wands and focus her energy, and she gets stuff done. She's able to move very long distances, able to really accomplish things because of that laser focus that she's able to do. But also, she has a great amount of connection to the spirit world where when she hits any kind of fork in the road, she just dials up the eye in the sky and says, "Hey, should I take a left or should I take a right for my highest good?" And they're like, "Hey, take a right." And you're like, "Okay," you take a right. And people are like, "Oh my God, how could you decide to do that so fast?" And you're like, "It was easy because you have this connection that you've built with the spirit world and the trust in your intuition and your gut." So I really feel like this new birth, this new change that's coming here is you really sharing something about yourself. And you do have the Hierophant, which can mean commitment, but I feel like it's sharing some spiritual knowledge that you have, some things that you really have learned in your life that have allowed you to, like I said, move forward. And how did you develop this connection with spirit? It's like, how did you overcome these things? How have you been so strong in your life and overcome all these things that you have up to this point? And I feel like it is time. It's like you are sharing this gift with the world, of you, of something within you that, whether it starts off just being with friends and family, acquaintances, it just starts to grow and grow and grow, and you're able to do that. Yeah, beautiful. So you are able to share this with people and your own life and your own struggles. So that is perfect. Yeah, and you're going to see a beautiful abundance around this, and that your intuitiveness is going to be so helpful with that job, because I see you kind of um, saying something to someone, like they're like, "Well, this is what's going on. Do you know what I mean?" And you're like, "Yeah, it would be like if this happened and this happened, and this is the kind of feeling." And they're like, "How do you know that?" And it's like you just intuitively pick up things and people, and you understand, but each person, how they need to hear things. Other people need a more stronger approach, others softer, and you just instinctively know it because of that Queen of Wands too. So I really like that, and congratulations on a job. How beautiful that is to help people that are having so much struggle, and so many fears. And I'm glad that you're there for them. So that's what they have for you, Deidre. So happy for you. Um, and many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. All right. So we'll move back into the free readings, and we were up to Cutie Pie Aditi. You are up, and you wanted a December monthly guidance. Let's see what they have for you here. All right. Let's see here for December. Too funny. So you got the Four of Air, which Four of Swords, peace of mind. So December just feels very, I don't know, it's just very organized. And the reason I say that is because you got 6, 7, 8, 9. The only card you're missing is the 5, which is the number of change. So I feel like your peace of mind, December, just seems you're cutting away some expectations and thoughts and beliefs. And I kind of feel like you're just hanging out a bit. Because you have the Six of Fire, which is about victory, about recognition. So it's a very positive card. So I feel like you're doing that. And you got the Seven of Water, which is normally emotional confusion, but I feel it more with the Seven of Water in this one that you just have these emotional choices that you're making. There's just a lot around, and you're just going, how do I want to react to this? Instead of reacting, you're really pausing and deciding how you want to choose around situations. And that's where this peace of mind comes in. I feel like you don't even feel like you are pulled that you have to make these decisions and these choices. You just are like, well, I'm going to choose to feel this way about it. I'm going to try it out. It's very calm because you have the Eight of Water, which is leaving behind old emotions that no longer serve you and moving into the wish fulfillment card, which you also have the Nine of Pentacles. So the nines, of course, are about your hermit's journey and the inner, finding inner stuff. And so it's like you find inner emotional fulfillment and inner outer fulfillment too. So it's very interesting. I feel like you've been doing a lot of reflection on your expectations and around things where you've really cleared your whys behind a lot of things. And you really are just getting rid of thoughts and beliefs and emotions that don't serve you. And it's allowing you to have this peaceful December where you're choosing not to get into the drama. You're just seeing it for what it is. And you're just like, I just don't have time for it. I think it's Will Ferrell or it's a comedian, someone who they were like, how can you be happy all the time? And he goes, because I don't invest I only invest the energy into the people I love, and I don't invest it into the haters or into people having drama. I just focus in on who I love. And then I'm happy all the time. And I kind of feel like that kind of energy for you for December for a lot of it. All right. Kitty Pie DT, that is what they have for you. I like that. So many blessings for you. All right. You are very welcome, Deidre. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list. So the next free reading is for Era Min. Probably mispronounced that. My apologies. So will you be able to pay your bills next month? All right, let's take a look here. Of course, tarot should never replace financial advice from a licensed professional. We have to say that here. All right. So you have the King of Water, which is balancing of heart and mind. Let's see what else we've got here. Well, I feel like with the combination of these two, especially you have a king and you have the emperor, this is really balancing heart and mind, but this is fire. This is you really taking control of your life and your situations. And so I feel like with this balancing and all this, that you really are um, doing this kind of stepping up in your life and just saying, okay, I am going to do something about this, right? Because you do have the temptation card and the 10 of air, 10 of swords. Temptation card, like the shadow, along with the 10 of swords, which is normally the sword suit. This is exhaustion from trying to live up to everyone's expectations, everyone's supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And the temptation card comes in because it's rattling your cages about your beliefs around finances, around what you are supposed to have, what you're supposed to do, how much you're supposed to make, what bills you're supposed to have, and the fears around finances. And this shakes everything up so that you can release this and not be exhausted. And I feel like with you just realizing, okay, what am I fearing? What can I do about this? And I feel like you are just standing up and not waiting for things to come to you and waiting for other people to solve things. I feel like you are standing up and you're just like, okay, listen, this is what I'm going to do. And I feel like, whether it's contacting whoever you owe bills to, letting them know, if you've had troubles, whatever it may be. But I feel more along the lines of that you are cutting costs, cutting things you don't need, getting rid of stuff you don't need, like selling it. You're just doing this. I'm done with all of this worry and all of this fear. I'm doing this, and you're coming up with a plan, and you do make things happen because you have the Seven of Pentacles, which normally is about what's the last thing that grows on a fruit tree? It's the fruit. It's usually a patience and a long card. But I feel like this is you taking charge. It's also about you investing energy in a different way in the outside world. That's why I feel like you are changing things and saying, we don't need this, we don't need that. It would be like the example here in the United States. It's like, I don't need the extra channels on cable. I don't need this. I don't need that. Um, and it's, cutting costs, cutting monthly costs of things that aren't needed. And but also getting rid of stuff that you don't use and being able to sell it. Um, and it's just this cleanup. I just feel like you're really just taking control and changing your energy in a direction. And if you do that, I feel like you're able to pay your bills, but I feel like it's you taking charge and you're lowering your bills. You're contacting people, making arrangements, and you really are just taking like this stand and not being afraid, but you're just like, and not being mean. You're not like, hey, you're gonna do this. It's you're just standing in your power and making decisions. And that's what I really feel is going on for you there. So that's what they have for you. Many blessings to you. Go superpower empress. All right. So, divine goddess, you are up next. So glad to meet you. You are very welcome. All right. So, a message from your ancestors, please. Well, let's jump over here to the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. See what we got going on. All right. So, Divine Goddess, messages from your ancestors. All right. So, you have the Winter card. Take care of your needs. I like it. The Wolf. So, Winter says, do everything you need to be at your best. Then move beyond your fears and limitations. For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be, a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of the few animals that stay active all year round. And wolves know what it's like to work alone or thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go it alone at this time, know that the wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives, it also can indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your question or your intentions. So, if you're in the northern hemisphere, we're about to enter winter here in a couple weeks. Otherwise, it'll be March, right? I think March. Yeah, March. So great message there for you from your ancestors. Very much confidence in that you can stand, you can be the alpha, you can go it alone. And yeah, if things seem dark and cold around you, just know that you're built for this and that you can get through anything. It's what you're built for. So that's what they have for you, Divine Goddess. So many blessings for you. All right. Kiki Kuin, you are the next free reading coming up here. Let me just double check. Yep. So, all right. So, do you have to take action on the legal thing you're dealing with today? How will it work out? And of course, with those kind of questions, I do have to say that tarot reading should not replace legal advice from a licensed professional. All right. So, let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Do you have to take action? All right. Let's see what popped out here. So you have the Five of Air here, the Five of Swords. So this would represent conflict, mental conflict and conflict of belief and expectation. So that feels like there is this conflict that's going on, obviously. And you got the Queen of Water. So this is trust your intuition, trust your gut, because not only does she roll over water, all the queens are given water, and so she can really dive deep into her emotions, but she also can connect to the spirit world. So trust your gut and trust your instinct. You do have the Six of Swords too, which is a movement of thought and belief and movement of communication. And I feel like there is this change of thought and belief that's coming in. You have the Messenger of Water, the Knight of Water, which is movement of emotions too. So you've got two movement cards here. But I feel like because you got the Five of Air, the Six of Air, and then the Seven of Air, feels like things are unfolding. The Seven of Air is about you understanding what of your own thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets are stealing from you and deceiving you. And sorry, it looked like it froze there for a sec. I want to. So I feel like with this five, the six, and the seven of air, it's like things are moving. And if there's legal things already happening, I feel like they're just going to unfold in order. Things are happening five and six and seven in order. And um, the trust in your gut, trust in your intuition, following your emotion is an important piece of this. And let's take a look here. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about new opportunities coming up here. Because I was asking, how does this work out in my, I was asking them. And there's this new opportunity coming up, a new way of looking at your worth in relation to the outside world. But how will okay. Yeah, you've got the Hanged Man, which is about pause and wait. And the Two of Fire is about whatever you focus on is what grows. So I really feel like there's this opportunity. Trust the process that is unfolding. The hangman is pausing, but that two of fire, the two of wands, whatever you focus on. So if you're focusing on fear, what you feel is missing, what's not working out, or what's in your life that you don't want to be in it, then that expands, that grows. But the more you focus on what you're grateful for and what you do want in your life, then that expands. So, a lot of information there just about energy, trusting the process, things are unfolding, and reflect on you during that. Because the pause with the hanged man is like, look at what your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about this situation. What's stealing your joy? What's stealing your finances? What's blocking you of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets? Because that's what can change. But above all, I strongly trust your gut and trust your instinct and trust your intuition. Allow your emotions to flow, because the mind is all busy there with that five, that six, that seven of air, which is the mind. So I feel like they're saying just wait, allow things to unfold. Um, and while you're waiting, focus on you. um, Focus on those thoughts and those beliefs because that's a mirror for you, right? It's trying to show you how you feel about yourself. And that Ace of Pentacles keeps coming back to how you perceive yourself in relation to the outside world. Those are those seven swords that are making you think means something about me. The outcome means something about me. The situation means something about me, means something about them. It means something about the world. And it's like, this is where it can all happen. And then you come into your heart and you follow your heart instead, moving that mind, you know, away. So hopefully that resonated, but that's what they have for you, Kikikoin. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. Let's see where we're at here. All right. Hey, Jalen. Hello again. Yeah, I understand. This full moon energy is, I think, also impacting us. I realize now because I've been dreaming like weird dreams, and I'm like, oh, it's a full moon tomorrow. Duh. All right. So we're up to Skyfalls, Project Skyfalls, for the free readings, and you'd like a general reading. And yeah, and they do want to go to the spirit of the animal's oracle for you. So let's see what they have here for you. Hopefully you got some rest too, Jalen. Recharged. So let's take a look. Project Skyfalls. Okay. Oh, get the puppy dogs. Which is friend, dog, and friend. Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I'm a protector and friend. Ah, I like that. So when we think of the word dog, it is often followed by the term best friend. Dog people are some of the best companions any of us can have. And those with dog as a totem have a tremendous capacity to love. Dog people are often found helping others and serving humanity. They have an uncanny ability to know the character of others, sniff out problems, and sense the truth. Dogs have acute hearing, and this gift helps alert others, to impending danger. If dog is your totem, you are a protector, a friend, and a playmate. When you don't like someone, you are very vocal about it. Row, 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 row. You easily forgive the shortcomings of the human family. You are brave in the face of danger. Dog people have a very kind and loyal nature that can be taken advantage of. So watch out for this and remember to love and protect yourself as well. With dog as totem, you may be drawn to a life of service and will be devoted to your friends and your worthy mission. And there's four questions or statements that you can contemplate if it resonates. The number one is, have you forgotten to be your own best friend and take care of yourself? Number two, are others taking advantage of your generous nature? You can say no. Three, have you been barking too much? You can play more. And number four, don't let others abuse your loyalty. I like that for you. I used to work at a dog kennel a long time ago, part time, um, when I needed some money, and it was called Dog's Best Friend Bed and Breakfast. So that made me think of that. But that's what they have for you, Skyfall. So many blessings to you. All right. You are welcome. Puppies. Oh, I'm glad you love puppies. They're adorable. All right. So, Kayla B, you are the next free reading up here. And you want to know, how does your ex feel about you? You are a brave soul, Kayla. Let's find out. So, what does your ex feel about you? Uh-oh. No, just kidding. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. So you do have the Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords. New thoughts, new beliefs, new mindsets. Um, and they have the 10 of Wands here too, which means, a lot of energy. I think they felt they invested into the relationship, a lot of mental energy, a lot of stress. But I feel like they're really doing this mental contemplation about thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and what was I all this about? Where's all the conflict? Because they're doing kind of that evaluation for the future. I don't feel like they want to go backwards. I feel like they're like, I'm ready to, I just want to understand what is and what isn't what I want to do. Because again, so you have the Page of Air, but then you also have the Messenger of Air, which is all about, again, seeking higher truth and thoughts and beliefs and understanding. And they wanted to understand here, here's love, and here's the Six of Fire is about movement of their energy. Um, it can be recognition and victory. And so, with all this combined, I feel like, like what I was saying here, they invested all this energy and it didn't work out, right? And so they're thinking about things here to try to figure out, what can I do next time? And they want to know, why didn't it work out the way I wanted it to, the victory over love. And they're like, so they're doing a lot of thinking, thinking, thinking. So when you're talking about feeling, I don't feel feeling, I feel thinking. They're just thinking about how they can get what they want in the future, which sounds kind of uh, crass and a little bit, but they're just more going, I want emotional fulfillment in the future, and we didn't have it, the way that we had expected it to be. So now I want, what am I needing to do? So I don't feel like they are in their heart. I feel like they're all in their mind, and they're evaluating and contemplating and reviewing and planning and plotting and reviewing and, what can I do in the future? That kind of thing. I don't feel like a lot of emotion from them. It might be an air sign. Yeah. This is because I feel like this would be you. You're the 5 of water. Maybe you're a water sign, right? But but this is you reviewing the emotions. He's reviewing the thoughts and the data. And so you're moving and making progress and moving through the emotions of the spilt cups to move forward in the future emotionally. He's just all emotions, thinking, thinking, thinking. So that's what they have for you right now, Kayla. So you are doing what you need to for you, and that's the most important thing. Spirit wants you to know is what they're thinking or doing or feeling. You can't control any of that, and it doesn't mean anything about you. It's all about them. You just can look at what your energy investing on your self love and you moving into um, the emotions you want to experience. That is the most beneficial for your energy. Lost cause, good cause. So, but that's what they have for you, Kayla. Sending you a lot of love. I know, those situations are not always fun. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right, Fifi, you are the next free reading. And what good is coming towards you in 2023? Let's take a look and find out here. See what is going on. What's coming towards you in 2023? What? Too funny. Oh my gosh. You got one ace, 2, 3, 4. I thought it was going to keep going. So things are going to progress, evidently. You do have the ace of air, which is the ace of swords. So you have new thoughts and new beliefs coming in and really cutting away some expectations that no longer serve you. So some good transformation that's coming in there. And it does allow you to make some decisions. The two of air is about the two of swords. Like you're at you do, of course, every year we make decisions, but I feel like there's some significant decisions that you have to make next year. And I really like the uh, two of air coming in because it's telling you to trust your heart. Let your heart be part of the decision making, not just the mind, not just the expectations. I like that you're clearing away a lot of expectations, but they're like, but also make sure to bring in the heart. So an example is if like if you're trying to choose a career, it's like don't go off the thing that makes sense only. Bring in the heart because you could do a job and it's going to be just existing, you're not living. Bring the heart in and you can find something that satisfies both the logic and passion so you feel like you're living your life and not existing. Because they also have the three of earth, the three of pentacles. So the 1, 2, 3 punch, the three of pentacles, the three of earth is about you staying true to the authentic you, which involves you living your what makes your heart sing. And so that's that combination of all those things coming in. Really feel like you're cutting away a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that used to really bring a lot of disappointment and a lot of heartache, because the three of swords would be the expectations of supposed to's and shoulds and need to's and have to's of the outside world. A lot of fear of losing conditional love by not doing what you think you're supposed to, need to, have to, should do, must do, all that stuff. And I like it because you have the four of swords, which is about, because you have the ace of swords and you're cutting away those thoughts and beliefs, you have peace of mind that comes in as well, which I really like. Now you do have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is about movement, and that it's the slowest night out of them all because it's the outside world, which has 3 seasons. I'm sorry, 3 months for a season. So it's like 3 months here, 3 months there. Like takes time for things to unfold. And it's a reminder that you don't change from the outside in, you change from the inside out. And as you change on the inside, you start to see the world change around you. It just takes time to catch up. So as you do this changing on the inside, this change, I feel like you're going to have a change of direction because of the decision making that's going on. You are going to bring in your heart equal to your mind to make these decisions. And you also have the Two of Wands, which is about planning and like with a new passion, a new drive, a new ambition, you're planning to make steps and you want to head in a direction. And so you're taking small steps, but you're making plans to go this new direction. And it also is a reminder that whatever you focus on is what grows. So, some good stuff coming in 2023. I really feel like you're going to make some decisions that allow you to feel like you're living instead of just existing. And so you invest your energy in that and things do unfold. So, I like that for you. So, that's what they have for you right now, Fifi. So many blessings to you. All right. Keep on going down the list. Right, and we are at 2 hours. So usually at the top of the hour, I didn't do it last time because I think I was actually doing readings for donations. So I do like to let everyone know I'm going to be on about 30 more minutes. I'm going to try to get through as many free readings as I can, but donations do get priority. So if you want to make sure that I get down to your reading, a donation, I will move it up and make it a priority. And I make sure I complete all readings for donations during this session. So we'll make sure that I do it as well. So that is the public service announcement, and we will continue moving down the list. All right, so the Gemini. Hey, your question is your mother jealous of your relationship with the Aries? Ooh, okay, let's take a look here. Let's take a quick drink here. All right. Is Mama becoming a green monster regarding this Aries? All right. What else? Anything else? So with the Six of Earth here, the Six of Pentacles, this is my codependency awareness card. And there's the death and the rebirth and the transformation there. I don't feel like it's jealousy. I feel like there's fear. Excuse me. And I feel like she fears for you for some reason. Like, I feel like your mom might have had codependency kind of patterns where she would overgive and get taken advantage of. And I feel like that's what she just has, this natural fear that anyone you get with is going to do something. And so I don't feel like there's jealousy between your relationship with the Aries. I just feel like she has this fear because there's this fear of conflict here too. Nine of Air, Nine of Swords, it's all this insomnia, nightmare, all these expectations to live up to. And the Five of Fire, the Five of Wands, is about this fear energy and fear of conflict. And so I feel like there's just a lot of fear that comes in there. So I don't feel like there's jealousy. I just feel like um, there's this underlying fear that she has around relationships between people. And so jealousy is rooted in fear, but I feel it's more fear of conflict than jealousy is more like they're going to want what I want, or something like that. This is more like I'm afraid of things exploding between people, and she's like afraid that I won't be able to give enough for everyone, and then things are gonna I just feel like there's this panic that's always just right below the surface. Like a duck, it looks like she's going smooth, but there's a lot of activity going on underneath. And I feel like there's just always this fear that things are going to end and things are going to explode, and people are going to get upset and she's going to lose everything. It's just like underneath there. because you have the King of Earth here too, which the King of Earth, King of Pentacles, um, usually it's the 10 of Pentacles that brings me this energy, but once the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles, goes through all of the entire journey, so he does have all the wisdom, and I feel like the wisdom that they're bringing in is this chains and abuses that are passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation, and I feel like there's this um, pattern that's within them that they just feel like they're fearing that everything is going to continue to go forward and go forward and go forward. Like there's this strong connection. That's why they're in this constant state, I feel, of heightened sensitivity and panic because they feel at any moment things are just going to blow up. And it's because of her childhood and what was passed down from generation to generation. And I feel like she has a fear that it's been passed on to you too, in some way. But so it's I don't feel it's jealousy, it's just a huge, huge fear of things exploding, and losing everything is what I feel keeps on looping, with her. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. So hopefully that resonated. Many blessings to you, though. Sending love to your mom, too. All right. So the next free reading is going to PK. Hey, PK. And oops, actually, sorry. I just went right past someone. I'll be right next to you next, PK. Mrs. Sweet Like Honey, you are next. And what is your DM's energy towards you right now? Okay. And then PK, you'll be up right after that. So, what is DM's energy towards you right now? Okay. All right. So you got some powerful energy here with the Strength card and the Hierophant. Two major arcana coming here first. So there is this Hierophant is about commitment in regarding this situation. The Strength card, interestingly enough, is more about realizing that the outside world, that this commitment isn't going to fulfill you, that what we're taught of what will fulfill us in the outside world us actually just keeps us feeling hungry and thirsty, but it's your higher self that's calling you into a deeper relationship here in order for you to understand and see. It's funny. We'll see the red dot from the camera. Yeah, there it is. Wait, almost it's not like someone's going to take out the commitment like they have in the movies where the red dot appears on someone there like that. It's like, uh-oh. But this strength card here really, I feel like, is your higher self calling you to this different place because you also have the star card here, which sometimes can be wish fulfillment, but this represents your higher self too, and pulling you to a new place, seeing things from a different perspective. Because you have the five of fire here, which is about fear energy that transforms. And at first, it feels like conflict. It feels like a firestorm because it's fire energy. And again, and here's your higher self pouring the water on the fire. And so I feel like whatever is unfolding, that your higher self is just pulling you into a relationship, a deeper relationship with them. Yeah, because 7 and 1 is 8 too. So you have the 8 and 8. And yeah, and 5 and 5. So change and change. And then you have the 8 and the 8 that are helping kind of lower the energies, bring it's like putting healing salve on a wound because you've got the 6 of Earth, the 6 of Pentacles, which is the codependency awareness. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, finding your wholeness and your completeness within yourself, um, and a change and a new way of looking at your worth in relation to the outside world, that you don't have to be an overgiver. So it's like you're asking, what are their energies towards you right now? But your spirit is saying, I want you to focus on connecting with us, and we're gonna take you in a direction more for you. And they're kind of just waving you off from even looking and caring about the energies that they have towards you. They want you to focus in with you, and go inward and upward and connect there. Because that page of earth, the page of pentacles, they are, if you can see here, the ace of pentacles here is about you seeing new worth in relationship to yourself, to the outside world. And so all of those, the star, the strength, and that card are all about moving you into you and finding independence within, instead of that outward stuff there. So they're, it's like, well, can we have those energies? And they're waving it off, going, no, don't worry about that. Go in here, go in here. And it's like, but, and they're like, but, go in here. And I'm like, okay. So that's what they have for you. They won't let me get the energies on them towards you, because they're all focusing on your energies towards you. Your own energies towards you are more important. And that's what they want you to look at. Um, so, wow. So that's what they have for you, PK. I know. Not PK, Mrs. Sweet Like Honey. So, what can I say? I'm just the messenger. So many blessings to you. You hang in there. That's what they have for you right now. All right. All right. Moving on down the list. So, PK, you are the next free reading. Let's take a look. So, does Zachariah love you? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here. Are they an air sign? Getting all these air. Okay. Anything else? All right. So those are the first two cards I got. You have the Six of Air and the Four of Air. Six of Air is movement of thought and belief. So there's doing some thinking. They got the Four of Air, which is the um, peace of mind. And so they are going back and forth. There's some stability and movement of thought. So they're definitely thinking about you. And the thoughts that they are having are about, for fire is about wands. It is about celebration and joy, possibly marriage, the lover's card. So this is on their mind, but it's in their mind. And so I don't see the emotion, that's flooding in there, because I just feel like there's passion. So there's a lot of passion that's under there. So there is some of that, fire within them. But there's also transformation, which is death and rebirth, and the Queen of Air, which is balancing of heart and mind. And so whatever is going on with them here, I just feel like there's a lot of thinking going on, and they're thinking about love and marriage, but they're also, you know, and passion with the Eight of Fire. But with those, I just feel like there's a lot of working out, again, more air, right? More thinking, balancing heart and mind. But it's like, come on, where's the heart? We have the mind, but the queen, luckily, she has some water in there. So I almost feel like they're an air sign, where they're doing a lot of thinking about things, but the emotions are kept very, very deep in containers in their heart under lock and key. And right now they're just thinking about things, evaluating things. So if they're a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, very much fitting for that um, type of energy. But I feel like it's under like a place at the table, right? So the heart is kept in a little cage, or they're down in the basement, and they're not allowed in the conference room where the discussions are being made. They're like, "Can I just say something?" Like, "Shh, you're not allowed in here yet. We're doing the thinking." And I kind of feel like that's what's going on right now with Zachariah. So that's what they have right now. The mind's just looping. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you, PK. All right. Thank you so much. All right, Sun and Moon, hello, welcome, and thank you for the donation. So we will jump into your reading right now. And you're like, will your son's necklace with the old cross be found and returned? Suggestions where it may be. Left at a seventh grade basketball game. Okay, let's take a look here and see. We got the Magician card here. The Magician card is about the power of where you focus your energy. So focusing on gratitude and what you do want, not what we're fearing, not what we don't want. This will really help manifest and bring things. You have the Four of Water too, which is the um, balanced emotions. So stable emotions is the word I was trying to think of. Stable emotions. So I feel like there's going to be some resolution coming in here. Um, got the Three of Air, the Three of Pentacles, and the King of Air. So this is really a lot of mind, mind, mind. And the Three of Earth is the Three of Pentacles, about being true to your authentic self. So I'm feeling like don't listen to what everyone else is thinking about where it is or anything. It's like really zeroing in on your own thinking. The Five of Water too is about looking past emotion. Um, so I feel like it's like deep breathing. And I mean, is it, I don't know why, um, just really take everything out. If he has like a gym bag, take everything out of it and check everything in it, if you haven't already. Because I just feel like when it was, um, I mean, I don't feel, did he lose it? I just feel like it's fallen in between something. You know how, and I don't know why, but it's like on the bottom of a gym bag, you know how it has sometimes like a cardboard piece or something like that. I feel like it's like underneath something like that. Like if he took it off and he put it in it where it normally went, it slid out and it like slipped underneath it. So I just feel like taking everything out and shaking it, and then looking underneath and all of those. But I feel like with that Magician card in the Four of Water, that it's focusing on taking a deep breath, get out of the emotions, and really. Oh, the coach took it? Oh, okay. And then no one can find it. Maybe it's in the coach's bag. Did he throw it in his gym bag? Yeah, he laid it on the bench. Well, that's funny because I I saw like bleachers and it like falling down, like kind of thing. So I wonder if it got moved and it got went under the bleachers or something like that. But I feel like someone's gonna find it, like a custodian. Yeah, because here again, this reminds me a lot of the magician here. Usually, the magician has everything on the table in front of it, and so there's this power of that they'll be able. It's like wherever you focus your energy. So try to take like it's sentimental and there's a lot of emotion in that, but it's like taking a deep breath and just switch the energy instead of fear that it's been lost and it'll be found and all that to being grateful and like okay someone's going to find it, we're going to find it. And um I just feel like switching the energy um will allow this because everything happens on purpose for a purpose, right? So it's always a lesson for us to learn. And it's like, okay, so this matters, but I'm going to instead of focusing on the fear, it's never going to be found. I'm going to focus on the gratitude that it is. And I feel like with that magician and that, yeah, and yeah, and I feel like um, because is this at his school? And they got the Four of Earth too, the Four of Pentacles, so solid foundation. But I feel like when they put everything away. Oh, so it was at some other school, huh? Yeah. But I feel like it's going to be found. We got the Page of Earth. So new opportunities in the outside world too. Yeah. That's good. So in the meantime, it's all about changing, like you said, the guiding meditations and focusing on why would not that oh why did this happen to me, but why did I want this to happen for me, and sentimental from his grandma, but it's not the end of the world either, right? It's like what's the most important thing. And poor guy, I know it's hard enough right, being a teenager. It's like, oh great, now I have this on my hands too. Oh yeah, it's like grandma knows if grandma's on the other side, she don't care about that, she just cares about him, and she's always around him. Yeah, yeah, because you got the Queen of Fire, grandma's always around. So yeah, hang in there. It's all about learning about what's important in life, right? Yeah, because you got the Five of Fire too, which is transformation of things that feel like fear and they transform into something of love instead. And so it's like realizing it's like um if grandma is on the other side, because a friend of mine, her husband passed, and she asked, does he like the urn that we got for his ashes? And he was like, he was very, I don't give a cram around that stuff, because they just look at their loved ones with such awe, because they don't really care about any of the physical stuff. They just care about the soul of the person. And they are just so enamored with, because they can feel the emotion of their loved ones all the way back to when they were in the womb and all the future too. And they can feel every and know every thought of an individual their entire life, both past and future. And they get to see the person in such detail that we never get to witness here as human to human. They're so enamored and so in awe of them. They don't care about those things. They just love so much, and they're always by their loved one's sides 24/7. And they can be around everyone all at once because that's how powerful we are on the other side. So they're always with them and they don't care, about those things. They just care for you and they care for him. So, but just know, things happen on purpose for a purpose so that people understand and know that. And maybe that's why it happened. Maybe grandma hid it so that you guys would know she's always with you all the time and and always around and doesn't care about things like that. They love you so much and are always with you. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you, Sun and Moon. And again, thank you so much for the donation. Just greatly, greatly appreciated. All right. So we have a time for maybe one or two more free readings. And so Kay, what is actually I think we already did Kay, didn't we? Your DM. So we just finished that. So Elpedia, you are up. Hi. Will you have a good salary when you work with the Good Shepherd service for some time? Let's take a look here and see what they have here. Okay. Well, I didn't get any pentacles. Let's see here. Okay. Well, actually, three Earth is pentacles, so I did get pentacles. But you've got I like this because you have the love card, which is about emotional choice, that you get to choose what emotion you feel as you go through any situation. And the three of Earth, the three of Pentacles, is more about you being true to your authentic self and not worrying about what someone else says or someone else thinks about a situation. So I like this that it comes in here about, you get to determine what anything means, and the Queen of Air, which is about balancing heart and mind and really looking at your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about what is a good salary, what is not. It's like all these thoughts and beliefs you have around what does abundance mean? What does, stability in the outside world mean? And you do get the Four of Pentacles, though, after I asked for I go ahead and get any to tell me about is it going to be good or not? And they're like, you'll have a stable, solid foundation in the outside world. So I kind of feel like it's a good salary. It may not be a woo salary, but it's good. So I do like that. But they're having you really go, well, it's up to you to define what good is, right? Question that. But I do like that the stability coming in because that does mean a good solid foundation out there. All right. So I am at 2.5 hours. So that is going to be my last free reading for this session. Now would be the time if you want to make a donation to make sure I do um, give you your reading now. Now would be the time. Otherwise, that'll be my last reading, and I will be back tomorrow evening. Also, if you are unable to make a donation, I totally understand. I do have a ton of free recorded readings too on my main page. I have a playlist. And actually, let me throw some of these out here for those of you who were not here at the beginning. I did put out the 12/12 Odin's portal readings for each individual zodiac sign. So these are available. Also, tomorrow is a full moon. So I did put out the weekly energy updates with the full moon alerts. So that is also available if you want to check those out. And I also have, with those weekly energy updates, I do pull um, I'm not a pull, I do a drawing each week for one free 30-minute personal recorded reading. So if you look at that playlist, there is a video at the top about the special weekly giveaway that I'm doing every week until the end of the year. And then also uh, December monthly readings. So these are just a few of the readings that I have out there. I also have pick a cards and some other things. So if you need an answer this evening, and I was unable to get down to for a free reading, you also have those options. So I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up you give me on the videos too. It helps spread the Zen love to the world. And so thank you for being part of the love tsunami of that, of sending out that love. So let me take a look here. I don't see any other donations. So we are all set here. Oh, and Kita, thank you so much for the being a new subscriber. Please do check out my playlists. I have just trust your heart on where you're being guided, and Spirit will give you answers on those videos as well. If not, I will be back tomorrow night. The earlier we get into the chat, I am on for 2.5 hours. I get through quite a many, but the list gets long very fast. And I'm not able to get back down to the bottom of the list very often, if at all. So again, any donations do take priority, and I honor that energy exchange. So we are all set for this evening. Thank you, Anjali. So grateful for you and for everyone. Again, thanks for all the love and all the support. Greatly appreciate it. And please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing night, amazing day, wherever you're out in the world. And we'll talk to you soon. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a good night.